Your car guy here. Today we're going to change the serpentine belt on the 2003 Jeep Liberty with the V6. Very easy job. I'll walk you through it pretty quick and simply. So this belt's got some wear. I've seen a little fraying on it, starting to get some hard and cracking. We're going to change it. So first thing you might want to do is note the belt routing. Okay, and little tip as you're doing a belt, if you don't know the routing, if the pulley has grooves on it, the inside of the belt goes on it. If the pulley doesn't have any grooves, then the outside of the belt goes on it. So pretty simple. What we're going to do though, we're going to take the belt off, and you'll see, hey, inside to the crankshaft, out to the power steering pump, up to the alternator, down under the water pump, over the air conditioner, over the tensioner, and there's an idler. Once we take this belt off, we're going to just take a look at all of our pulleys and check them for to make sure the bearings are good, particularly our tensioner, idler, and water pump pulleys, because they're the ones most likely to have some issues. But we can spin every one of them and check them, just see what kind of condition they're in, and that gives you an idea if there's more you need to do. Now, really simple. This is a 15 millimeter bolt head. This is the tensioner. You can either use a socket or a wrench. You're going to grab that and you're going to turn it clockwise, and that's going to release the tension. Let me show you. All right, in this case, I'm just going to take and put a 15 millimeter wrench on it and pull, and see how that belt gets loose. Then you just grab it while you're pulling and pull it off. All right, pulled the belt off. Now we're just going to do a little bit of checking. We're going to look for too much play in this bearing by wiggling kind of in and out, side to side. Little spin, make sure it's not wobbly. Same thing here. Looking for too much play. A little bit of movement is normal and fine. Water pump, again, check for play. We can check our power steering pump. In this case, everything looks good, so we can install our belt. Okay. So I've just got my belt set in place. I haven't put it on yet, but just so you can see, I've run it under my crankshaft, around my power steering, up over the alternator. I've left it just loose on the water pump because that's the last place I'm going to put on when I move the tensioner, air conditioning tensioner, and idler. Now, if your vehicle hasn't been crashed and repaired, belt routing's right there. Makes it easy. So, if your car has been crashed and you're missing that, well, there it is for you. You're welcome. All right, all I'm going to do now is I'm going to take tension and use my other hand to pull this belt underneath my water pump while I'm releasing the tension. And that'll be it. And there it is. Wasn't that easy? Super simple, easy job to do. This is actually one of the easiest belts to change on any vehicle. Now, real quick, just something to be aware of and make sure of when you do your belt. Before you start the vehicle, make sure that it's actually sitting down in all of the grooves. On the pulleys, it's not cocked or out of place on the crankshaft or any of those. And just make sure it looks good. Then start the vehicle up and watch it and make sure that it's running true. This is your car guy. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, please subscribe to my channel, like and share the videos. And if you have questions, send me a message. I will try to respond to all of them.